I seriously can't believe what I'm about to share with you. This isn't just a scandal, it's a full-blown meltdown caught in real time through late-night text messages. Kristen Kat, once the respected head of HR at a tech company called Astronomer, didn't just become a meme during a Coldplay concert. She went from a corporate executive with a pristine image to the internet's favorite cautionary tale, all in under 72 hours. It began at a Coldplay concert on the 17th of July. The audience was enjoying themselves, the atmosphere was electric, and then the kiss cam landed on Kristen and Byron, the CEO of Astronomer. In those brief, embarrassing moments, Kristen puckered up for a kiss, and Andy cold-shouldered her. The catch? Andy is considerably married. That 15-second video went viral throughout the internet like wildfire, one of the most cringeworthy viral moments of the year. But that scene on the screen wasn't the story, it was only the catalyst. The real mayhem started after the concert. Kristen messaged Andy for the first time at 3:47 a.m. One message escalated into 2, then 5, then 47. Yes, 47 texts in one night. Her initial message was a warning sign in itself. Andy, are you awake? I'm constantly reliving that moment in my head. The rest was a desperate downward spiral. One message was a threatening statement. You can't ghost me. I left my husband, my career, my sanity for you. Another message was ominous. I covered for you when the board began inquiring. Don't leave me to burn while you save yourself. This wasn't only heartbreak, it was blackmail. Kristen was falling apart, and she was recording every moment of it in text form. But what she sent at 6:33 a.m., that was a game changer. After firing off dozens of messages that went unanswered, Kristen fired off one last bombshell at 6:33 a.m. that stated, "If you leave now, you're not just walking away from me. You're walking away from both of us." She was suggesting that she could be pregnant. Real or otherwise, that single statement put Byron into complete panic mode. Andy, following close sources, immediately reached out to his attorney, retained a crisis PR firm, and blocked Kristen on all her platforms. He didn't want space, he wanted to disappear. The paparazzi later caught Kristen later that morning watering plants outside her $2.2 million New Hampshire mansion, as if nothing occurred. Her hair was in a disheveled bun, her eyes slept in, and most tellingly, her wedding band was missing. That photo clarified things. Kristen wasn't only facing professional backlash, her private life was demolished as well. A few days ago, she had a corner office, respect from coworkers, and an unblemished record. Today, she was the internet's punching bag. TikTok referred to her as the garden snake due to repeated sightings outside gardening amidst the media storm. The memes were merciless. One commented, "She swapped her corner office for a corner garden." Another wisecracked, "She's watering her tulips while planning revenge." But as the internet mocked, Kristen was plotting her next step, although it wasn't to apologize or vanish. She wasn't done. After Andy blocked her, she acquired a new number and continued texting. Only now the tone was different. "Don't forget I have copies of everything," one of the messages read. "Don't forget I know what really happened with the SEC." Kristen was no longer begging. She was threatening. She had files, screenshots, and records that could possibly bring the whole company down, and she wanted Andy to know she wasn't afraid to use them. As Kristen's world was going up in flames, Andy's wife Byron had a completely different response, and it was absolutely legendary. Rather than backing down, Megan came out firing with one Instagram story that said, "Sometimes the real snake smiles in your face and sits in your husband's office." That one sentence broke the internet. It was classy, brutal, and just vague enough to be viral. The public filled her comments with encouragement, referring to her as the real CEO and hailing her composure. Megan didn't publicly cry. She didn't share lengthy rants. She spoke one subdued but strong word and became the internet's beloved wife in an instant. Kristen continued to spin out of control meanwhile. She reportedly started calling other executives and board members, reminding them of what she knows. Sources indicate that she retained encrypted copies of confidential emails, documents, and internal discussions, evidence that could trigger not only gossip, but also investigations by the authorities. The SEC, the board, and several major investors have apparently begun looking anew at the company's internal affairs. What started out as a popular kiss cam gaffe is turning increasingly into a corporate time bomb. Kristen lost her job, her marriage, and her reputation, but what she didn't lose was her bargaining power. And she's making it very clear, if she's going down, others are going with her. No baby was ever confirmed. No pregnancy hint follow-up ever made the news. It may have been a manipulation tactic, or it may have been true, we don't know. But what's clear is that Kristen Kat played the most chaotic, dangerous hand possible, and the ripple effects are just beginning to hit. Whether this ends in court, with resignations, or with another media explosion, one thing is certain, this is far from over. And the internet? It's observing each move like it's a season finale.